Dear fellow Toastmasters and the most welcome guests. At last, finally, eventually, we are having our another online meeting. Only 1 month passed and we are gathering together online. And I'm happy to announce this meeting open. And we are going to have something special today because we usually improve, we always improve at our Toastmasters meetings at Dnipro Hills Club and together with Best Odesa Speakers Club because it's our friendly club from another Ukrainian city, from the southern city Ukrainian, that is Odesa, and I guess the president of the Odesa club is going to join the meeting because he's empowered to do that. And now, as we have started, I hope we are ready to hear a few words, about 20 or 30 seconds from our guests. And there was a guest who has already introduced himself, but we would like to learn more about you, Adrian.
Hi, I am the guest from Polish club in Wodzisław Śląski, Toastmasters IG. I was invited to join the party with my colleague Aneta, that is already also with us. This is very new experience for me because it's not the first online, but it's the first online in English. So I'm looking forward to enjoy it.
All right. Huge round of applause to everyone and to everyone who has been on the stage. You are invited to do it like that or like that, as we can't hear you. All right. Since you introduced Anita, all right. So Anita, introduce yourself to us, please, a little bit.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I was the one who invited Adrian because, in fact, I was a PR manager in our club. So we just, look what you are doing as a club. So I just, saw that you from time to time you just, organize some online meetings. So I thought it's a good idea to join and to meet you and see how you do things. Maybe we can, get something for us. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Guys, do not forget to unmute yourself when you are invited to the stage, and it's very important to mute yourself when you are not speaking. Thank you very much. And I hope you are going to enjoy this online meeting as it is the first one for Adrian, but I see the other guest here, and it is John. John, please speak up a bit about you.
Yeah, hello, this is John. This is my first time here in the Zoom class. I just run into on Meetup the page, and then I came to the topic interested me. It's about the speaking in the public and speaking in English. So I wanted to join and see how it goes. From Turkey, have my own business and live in United States for 6 years. That's all about me.
Thank you very much, John. Round of applause. And yeah, we are having a very international cast today. All right. And I would like to invite Artemy Kalyadin, if I'm correct with the pronunciation, to introduce yourself. A few words about yourself, please.
Hello everyone. I hope you hear me. I'm living in Bratislava. I'm attempting offline club Toastmasters, and yes, and this is my first online, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Wow, so many people with first online. So you haven't been to Toastmasters during COVID period, I guess.
No.
Yeah, because online started at that period. All right. I see Martina here. Martina, are you ready to introduce yourself?
Yes, but I'm on mobile, so I'm not sure if you can see me. But yes, okay. So hello, and I'm Martina. I'm from Chamber Toastmasters Club, currently president of that club for this term from July, and Division B director for this term as well. So I just wanted to say hi to everyone and just enjoy the meeting. We'll be here on and off, but we'll try to do my best.
Thank you for coming. Happy to see the president of the Friends Club. Hope you will invite us to your meetings. All right. David Cahill, if I'm not mistaken, or is it the same person? No. David, would you introduce yourself? I have many guests.
Hello, folks. David from Ireland. I've been a Toastmaster since 2016, and I'm a recent new member of Best Odesa Speakers.
Wow. Wow, we have 2 Irish today. Wow, this is great. Or even 3, because our member from Ukraine lives in Ireland. And we have Murtaza today. Murtaza is our friend from Asia. Can you hear us and can you introduce yourself to us?
Yes, absolutely. Hello, everybody. I'm Murtaza Ahad. Was the founding PR manager of Bangladesh Toastmasters. Apologies for, just switching off the camera, having to work coincidentally, but I had an intention of joining your meeting, the Dnipro Hills. So here we are. And thanks for having me. Hope to have a nice meeting.
Thanks for coming, Murtaza. Happy to have you here. And Dan Wallace. Dan Wallace, please introduce yourself. And we are switching to the meeting.
Hi, I'm calling here from Boston. I heard about this from Mr. Dave Cahill, and figured I'd give it a shot. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I see another Anna. Is it the second account of Anna Yurisova, or is it another? All right, Anna, who is just Anna? Please introduce yourself as well, if you can hear us. All right, probably you're gonna participate. Yeah, Anna, you have introduced yourself before. All right. So many guests, half of meeting took introducing people who came here, and thank you for coming today. I would also like to admit that our member Orest Loganov is here, and he isn't always participating and in the online meetings, but hope you'll enjoy it. And I see Maria Teresa, who is from the Odesa Club and who supports us very much. And well, our members from the islands, and my mom from the islands. So happy to see you, everyone. And I'm not going to ask Anna Yurisova introduce herself as a guest, because she is going to be our chairperson for today. So Anna, this stage is yours. And huge round of applause. Don't forget to applaud to everyone, and don't forget to mute yourself if you're not speaking, and unmute yourself if you're speaking. Anna, this stage is yours.
Oh, what a great group today we have. I am very happy to see all of you, some of you for the first time, and some of you first time online. With Artemi, we are meeting every Monday in person, so to see him online, it's a big surprise. I send him the link. I will first start with correction. I was area director till the end of June, and now we have completely new team, but definitely I am still involved in several Toastmaster club. I am newly member of Odesa Toastmaster to support them for a while. And then, of course, Voxford is German-speaking Toastmaster that you can also check it out. It's online, and Toastmaster Bratislava, and maybe some other clubs that are hidden in the system, but that's not important. What is important today that we are going to have a great meeting. What do I mean by great meeting? You see, we have a full agenda. And I will first introduce technical roles. Then we will have a workshop by seasoned entrepreneur, also prepared speeches and evaluation. So let's start with technical role. Our timer for today will be Roman. Roman, can you show yourself and your cards?
Of course, as probably you've heard, any timekeeper is responsible for time estimation, for time calculation, even for time advertisement. Today we've got, as far as I remember, we've got workshop by Andrzej, by the way. We've got 30 minutes workshop, and also we have a prepared speech by our fabulous Cluskey, which is from 5 to 7 minutes. When it comes to the typical table topic session, the target time is the same as usually. It's from 1 minute up to 2 minutes. 1 minute, it means I'm gonna show you the green color. 1 minute, 30 seconds is the yellow color, and 2 minutes is red color. Please follow these time limits, be the best of the best, and back to you, Anna.
Thank you, Roman. Then we will introduce, or I will gladly introduce Sergei from Odesa Toastmaster. He will be today our accountant. I will ask him kindly to explain the role and what will he focus on in this role today.
Yes, thank you, Anna. Hello, dear audience. Hello, dear fellow Toastmasters. Today I'm your accountant, and I will listen very carefully all of your speeches with your filler words, scratch words, and filler sounds. Someone like so, but actually, basically, and a lot of different types of sounds and words. And in the end of the meeting, and give you my feedback. It's one of my favorite technical roles. I like these roles, and usually I calculate a lot of sounds and words. But I hope your speech today is going to be very clear. And that's all. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Sergei. We also have one important role, or very serious one. It's the role of a grammarian. And today this role has been taken by Nataly. Nataly, can you tell us a little bit about your role?
Sure. I'm going to keep the track of your grammar, and I'm going to note everything that you say. If it is great, if it is something special, if there are some special idioms or words, expressions. And also, I'm going to give you some pieces of advice in case some of you are going to make some mistakes. It's okay. And so I'm just going to give you pieces of advice how to correct it. And my duty for today, not only to note everything, but to help you enrich your dictionary. And today's word of the day that I suggest that you use as often as you can is beyond. What beyond means? Beyond, it's something that something is more, that something is outside. There's the word expression beyond, the step beyond the comfort zone. So as we are having today a training, as a workshop, we are definitely going to step beyond our comfort zone. So use the word beyond. That means that you are doing something, anything more than you have done before. And I'll remind you about this word of the day in the chat. So please read a bit more about it and relax, speak, enjoy your public speaking, enjoy your English speaking, and let us meet at the end of the meeting with my report.
Thank you, Nataly, for this very thorough introduction of the role of a grammarian. Also, in your club, don't be afraid to take this role because it's not a rule that it should be taken by some native speaker of any language. You can simply find out some words and phrases you like and some that people can improve. So I'm sure Nataly will do exactly that. And I know so is a filler word. However, I will just check a little bit on the agenda. As I mentioned before, we will have right now in a few minutes the workshop by Andrzej. Then special project, Three Little Pigs, prepared speech by the Cluskey, DTM. It means a distinguished Toastmaster member. He have done a lot of speeches. Lot of speeches, maybe more than 50. I was checking last time how many speeches you have to do to become distinguished Toastmaster member. It's quite a lot, and a lot of other roles as well and projects. However, we will have evaluation for him as well by everyone, and Sergei Golovatiuk, which will be very interesting. So let's see how it will work. But of course, I assume that he is very well prepared for this evaluation of Three Little Pigs. Then we will have by Liudmyla table topics. Liudmyla, can you explain table topics? Is Liudmyla with us?
I have a message from here. She will join us, but a little bit later, so we can.
Okay, now I see the message. Then we will explain table topics. Those are short, unprepared, impromptu speeches. So you will have 1 to 2 minutes to answer very interesting questions. She can volunteer you. You can maybe raise your hand. She will tell you exactly how she wants to conduct this session. But it's a great opportunity to practice speaking without any preparation. So when your wife asks your husband, where have you been last night, you will be able to answer very quickly that you went shopping. And of course, that's always the truth, because you need to tell your people the truth. And the same thing in Toastmaster, you can lie in your speeches, but to the members, we appreciate the integrity. So even in table topic, try to keep it up. I am excited about today's session. And then we will have 1 minute for voting. Alessia is our Zoom master. She will later organize voting. And after, I will announce technical reports by our timer, Grammarian, and accounter. But who is ready now for the workshop? Raise your hand. Yes. Great. There are some people that are actually ready for this long and hopefully not boring workshop. Let's see, but who has to be actually ready? I think it's Andrzej. Andrzej, are you ready?
Good morning or good afternoon in your time. Yes, I'm ready. I'm beyond excited. It's really your kindness is beyond words, because it's my third time when I will have a workshop in this club, and it's always very useful. Feedback actually is something that help us develop our skills and grow faster, much faster. So thank you very much for this opportunity. We've got just 30 minutes, but actually the workshop itself will be for no longer than 15-20 minutes. And at the end, we'll have hopefully a very interesting exercise for you, a very simple task. So I would start with sharing my screen, if possible. So if you could give me co-host, that would be awesome. Unless you cannot.
I will do it. Sorry for not doing it before.
No, that's fine. I forgot to mention that I will have a quick presentation, because obviously it will help us to better understand the topic and then to explain the task for you. Thank you very much. Okay. So we'll be talking today about growth, very fast growth, and oops, sorry, that's not this. One more time. Yeah, that's this. So we'll be talking today about very fast growth, and actually, when you see first time 10 times growth, maybe you might think that, oh, it's not for everyone, it's just for chosen few, it's not for me. I would prefer just to maybe growth like 10% or just maybe 2 times, that would be very excited. But actually, growth isn't something that is reserved only for chosen few. Actually, it's something that can be relevant for every one of us, whether we are entrepreneurs, public speakers, or professionals who want to simply accelerate their career. So let's start maybe with introducing myself. I've lived in London for about 15 years. I come from Poland. I run here an e-learning company, the Manka Academy. We help entrepreneurs to grow their businesses faster. I live in North London, and I'm a fan of marathons, a part of a couple of other things like jazz or film. I studied film in Krakow, but recently I started running marathons. I've already run 4. And this year I will have 2, especially in Greece. Greece is really excellent place to run marathons. So this is something that helped me to maintain a healthy lifestyle, but also to have more energy. So yeah, this is something that I really enjoy, and help me also to grow, because what is interesting and remarkable about growth is that growth is something that helps us to, elevate the quality of our life, because pursuing meaningful goals is something that it's tied to deeper, lasting fulfillment. So actually, if you grow your life, the quality of your life is much higher. If you grow, you can be more happy than if you just stay in the place you are. So growth is something that is very exciting, something that is very fulfilling, something that can bring a lot of joy to your life. And once you start growing, you see that you are more confident, you feel more, you see more opportunities. So actually growing is something really a great idea. However, on the other hand, the growth isn't for everyone. I mean, growth isn't actually something that happens in a natural way. Growth is very uncomfortable. True growth takes place outside of your comfort zone. So in business and life, growth brings a lot of challenges, ambiguity, chaos. So actually, this is not something that it's nice. I mean, you need to persist, you need to build your self-discipline. And because of that, growth is definitely not for everyone. I mean, I would even say that most of the people prefer to stay where they are. They pursue rather smaller goals because they believe that the big goals are not for them, which is not true, because every one of us is able to achieve amazing things. It's just a matter of a decision and then to building proper systems. But anyway, when we have a look at the examples of fast growth, we can find literally hundreds and thousands of examples of businesses that grow 10 times, multiple times in their history. So like Amazon, Netflix, or Airbnb, when we have a look at the history of these companies and many others, those are simply well-known brands, but there are plenty of other examples that there is a plateau effect over the first 1 or 2 years, and then suddenly there is a increase in income, increase in the number of customers, increase in shares in certain industries. So this is not something that happens occasionally or very rare. This is something that can be planned, can be designed, and something that we can pursue in a very effective way. Not only actually in business. I mean, there is a great example of the space race, when you probably know this history, when JFK said in the beginning of, if I remember correct, 1961, that we are going to land on the moon. That was a shocking, actually, statement. Most of the people believe that this is maybe a great idea, but not something that is possible to achieve. But actually, 8 years later, it was possible to land on the moon, and it was the result of a vision, the result of the system, processes, procedures, a lot of experiments, and obviously very hard work. So we can see exactly the same type of growth in relationships when we simply set up a proper like a process for let's say building relationship with our families or with our friends. There are plenty of examples how we can, in a quite, I would say, simple way and being consistent, how we can achieve a very exponential, very exciting growth. So growth actually, when we have a look at a very simple kind of strategy, what we should, how we should think about growth and what we can do about growth, is actually the first step is always to change mindset. Because if I don't believe in growth, if I don't think that it's possible to grow fast, if I don't even bother to check any systems or case studies or concepts or strategies, then basically I cannot grow, right? So if I run a company and if I'm a business owner, then I'm like a starting point of everything that happens in my company. So I need to make sure that my mindset is like built on the solid ground, on the solid foundation. The next step is always quite simple. It's just to make a decision that I'm going to grow fast. We know that making decision is not always easy. Sometimes we procrastinate, sometimes we do a lot of things just to don't make a very important decision, but making decision, very serious decision that we are going to stick to, is one of the super important things that we need to make sure that we will do. And the last important thing is to adopt a different system how we live, how we work, what we do on a daily basis. So basically, everyone who wants to grow fast needs a system, not necessarily motivation, not necessarily feel that it's possible or it's not possible. It's just about a good system, a good process that we can implement in our lives or our businesses. We know this saying, which goes like, work smart, not hard, but it's only the half truth. I mean, actually, if you want to grow really fast, you need to do both on a daily basis. It's not just working smart, it's not just working hard, we need to do both. So actually, I would say that the very fast growth is a result of these two strategies that we are able to switch. So it's working hard is like the starting point. We'll go through this very quickly. And then once we are able to work with a high intensity, we can start working smarter. And then, but sometimes we need to experiment. We need to find new pathways. So then we need to go back to this idea to simply work hard. So let's have a look very quickly. What does it mean to work hard, which is like the phase one of everything that we want to achieve in our life, whether it's a business or a public speaking career or professional career. So working hard is about simply working long hours, perhaps, working in a very high intensity. We need to make sure, for instance, in business, you need to set up your KPIs. You're probably familiar with KPIs, which is key performance indicators. And you need to make sure that you simply do what you should do on a daily basis, whether you feel that you are ready to do this, or if you feel that it's okay, you feel ready, you feel excited, or you just feel very bored or sometimes even discouraged. You simply stick to the plan, you do your KPIs, and you do even more. So basically, like this hard work is about intensity. It's about never giving up. It's about doing your best, putting the whole your heart. Actually, putting the whole your heart is one of my favorite kind of statements that like resonate with me very well. So when you put your heart, your whole heart in what you do, you will definitely get amazing results. And obviously, another important factor of working hard is to be able to work hard on the extended period of time, not just like a one-off, let's say challenge, like 7 days, 30 days, or 90 days. It's just about working hard as a kind of your life philosophy. The working hard isn't that sexy like working smart, obviously, because working hard is just, it looks like maybe it was good idea for people who lived in 19th century or people who live in the poorer countries, and actually we living in 21st century in well-developed countries, we definitely would prefer to also enjoy our life. But actually, let's be honest, without this decision to work hard and decision to like increase our high productivity, to be able to achieve this idea to working, be high performer, that's not actually very easy or feasible to achieve any meaningful goals, because, for instance, because of the competition, right? So if you want to achieve really big goals, you need to take into account that you've got plenty of competitors and they very often work harder than you. If they work harder than you, then obviously you won't be on the top of your industry. So it's like, it's very important to make sure that we are able to work hard. We know what does it mean. We know what does it mean to achieve this high productivity principles. And that's something that we very often would prefer, like to put it aside or ignore, or maybe to find like a shortcut. But I'm afraid that there is no shortcuts. We need to accept this truth. And if someone would be interested, we've got a free online course. I can give you access, very short, who help you to understand this idea. The course, the title of this course is the habit of winning. Very interesting concept that goes through. The course is based on seven ideas, which is move mountains is about having faith in what you do, then open your mind is about this learning attitude, be brave is about courage to start new things or to persist through the setbacks, be like a legion is about being well organized, they stay the course is to the principles of focused work, group strength is about working with like-minded people, and finally do what you love is about like redefining a little bit the idea of what does it mean to do what you love. It's an interesting concept because there are a lot of misunderstanding about this like a very noble idea to simply to love what I do and do what I love, but it's always good to start with a proper understanding and definition of what does it mean to love something. And the second phase, much more sexy, is obviously about smarting, the working smart. That's the phase 2. And working smart is about very, very simple principles. So what you do to work smarter after you worked hard. So let's say if you are a business owner and you've got on your to-do list like 10 tasks, and you've done this 10 tasks for a few months, and it took you a really huge effort to do everything on this list. And after a few months, you can have a look and say which of those tasks brings you the greater income, which of those tasks brings the greater results. And most of the time, you know, this Pareto principle is most of the time the task that really, or things we do that really brings good results are like the 20% of what we do. Right? And the remaining 80% is like they sometimes, occasionally they can bring some results. Some of them brings average results and most of them don't bring any results. So we need to just remove everything that doesn't work and focus on these 2 or 3 things that are really very productive. And that's a quite simple, I would say, thing to do, just to, you know, make a selection. But obviously, sometimes it's a very hard decision to let it go. These things that we like some kind of belief that maybe one day they will bring some results. We anyway, it's difficult actually to make this tough selection and simply remove things from our business or from our life or from our professional career. But this is inevitable if you want to accelerate the progress, if we want to work, focus on things that are really very effective. We need to make this decision, and working smarter is simply to focusing on the things that that brings the greater results, and they are more productive. So basically, what happens when we do this, when we implement this process on a regular basis, like let's say every couple of months? So we liberate ourselves from doing mundane tasks that don't bring results. We've got more time, we've got more energy, and we can focus on something that is already very effective, and then obviously to make it even more effective. So this is how things accelerate, and if we do this on a regular basis, then we will see quite amazing results. And to see how it works, so that would be the moment when let's have a look what we can do together at the end of this very short workshop. So that would be a task for you, for a public speaker. So you remember we spoke about the phase 1, which was about working hard, do a lot of effort, and then we moved to the phase 2, and we were talking about making selection and removing everything that doesn't work. So the first phase of your task would be to you can write down your plan to work hard as a public speaker. And so you can, for instance, you can make a decision that you are going to show up at every meeting, you are going to take roles on a regular basis, you are going to take one speech at least, deliver one speech each month. So it's obviously it depends on you, but this is the idea of like your super commitment. You are going to squeeze every opportunity to practice your public speaking skills. You are going to put all your heart in what you do, right? So that's like the first phase. You can make a list of all things that you believe you are able to do and you would like to do in order to progress with your public speaking career. And after you've done this first step, let's move to the second part, and the second part is about working smart. And the second task is about, or the second phase is about focusing on these 2, maybe 3, your super skills, something that you are really good at. So for instance, when we participate in a Toastmaster meeting, we've got plenty of different type of roles. And probably you already have noticed that, for instance, you feel good at being a Toastmaster, or you love table topics, or you love evaluations, or you feel good with evaluating someone, but you don't enjoy, let's say, other roles. Or it could be obviously quite opposite. You might love delivering speeches, but you don't like evaluation. So and you've tried many times to evaluate and it didn't work. Obviously you are able to deliver evaluation, but you would prefer to focus rather on a speech. But then the question is, but what speech? Humorous speech? Maybe you are so good that it's enough that you just show up and people start laughing and because you've got like this special talent, or you just feel good at it, or you prefer maybe more dramatic speeches, or you love storytelling. Whatever it is, it's good to simply focus on this, let's say 2-3 things. So again, the first part would be to make a list of everything you believe you would be able to do on the next couple of months, to make a commitment to progress with your speaking career or speaking skills. And then the second phase of your task would be to just pick up these 2-3 things that you feel really good at and make a plan how you could focus on them more. Is it clear what you could do? Or is it something unclear?
I think it's clear what should we focus on.
Sorry?
Yeah, I just think it's clear that what
It's
should
clear.
we focus.
Okay. Yeah, I hope so. So, and then I think we need probably no more than 3 minutes, and then everyone who would like to share, we can give like 60 seconds for people who would like to share. So now it will be 3 minutes to prepare, and then everyone who would like to share what they are going to commit and how they can work smarter, that would be like, let's say 60 seconds or something like this. Okay, so I switch on my timer and we can start working.
Andrzej, I am thinking I should start from the first part or second part because 3 minutes it's
Both.
not enough. Both. Okay, I will try.
Both.
I will try.
So the first part is always about the super commitment. I mean, just to make sure that we'll squeeze any opportunity and everything that could help us to progress with our career, with our project. And the second phase is about just picking up this literally few things that we are the most excited about, and we believe that we are the best. We feel the best at, if it makes sense. It's 1 minute left.
Yeah, 1 minute left.
Oh, you're on a timer, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Good. So Roman, we still have some time, or?
As I suppose, I calculated the time 3 minutes ago. So
Okay.
Presumably.
Yeah, so I think the time is end. Time is up. So who would like to go first? And share. Nataly, okay, great.
Yeah, so first I'm talking about strengths, and then I'm talking about things I would like to abandon, not to quicken, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so talking about public speaking, I have admitted that sense of humor, I have pretty special sense of humor, helps me convey messages. Since I discovered it became more easy for me to like share everything, share my thoughts, and express my thoughts to the audience. Another thing here is actually storytelling. I've got a lot of stories, and sometimes some of them are unexpectedly fit the matter I speak about. And the third thing, it concerns more more impromptu speaking. It relates to impromptu speaking is to completely relax and enjoy speaking and performing and coming up with interesting ideas on the go. I consider those three things my strengths, and well, I'm definitely going to use all of them at the table topics contest soon in our club. And what am I going to abandon? I dived deep into my thoughts and into my feelings during those 3 minutes, and I discovered that when I think that someone delivered their speech in a brilliant way, I don't need to try to deliver my speech in the same way as they did, because different people have different styles. And if someone had been successful in something, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be successful the same very way. I can try, but I need to perform my way and to think and to set myself that the performance is going to be the best. So thank you, Andrzej, for such an opportunity to estimate myself.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nataly. Who else would like to try to share?
I can do as well. I can try.
Yes, Martina, thank you.
Then I was thinking about these two phases. So the phase one for a hard work strategy, how would I, for example, apply it for a division director role? Is that for me, it works like 1 or 2 hours in the morning to be alone and just to think strategically, to look at the things and connect what kind of opportunities we have, and then to consult it with a mentor once 1 hour per week actually now. Therefore, I can consult this strategy, get a feedback, and then go further to, for example, area directors with that consulted idea, and they give me further feedback, and then we come to some kind of more concrete plan or direction. So this, I would say, it's a hard work strategy. And then the second phase about the work smart is to think how to communicate that within the communication resources, for example, which kind of groups in WhatsApp with what people should be there and what message should I transfer to who, to not kind of like pollute everyone with everything, but just to divide the necessity of the information of the part to people who might be interested or whose feedback I need for maybe moving forward. So this is kind of, I think, necessary to work smarter. Is it closer,
Yes.
or what is your feedback?
Yeah, very good ideas. So you start every day with 2-3 hours session to think strategically. That sounds very exciting. Yes, that's a good thing. Actually, you know, when you are able to play with these two ideas pretty much all the time, like what I can do first to make sure that I put all my heart, I work hard, I will, because of that, I will identify quite quickly the things that brings the greatest return of investment, if I may put it in this way, and then I can focus on those things. And then if it's necessary, and most of the time if you run businesses, it's necessary to go back to the phase one and then again to find some identify important things. It's if we are able to play with these two strategies, to work hard and work smart, will definitely accelerate progress in pretty much anything we do in our lives. Okay, thank you very much. Do we have a time for one more or not?
Well, according to the allocated time for your workshop, we don't have time yet, but we've got 3 extra minutes, maybe for one more person who...
One more person, okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Martina. And now one more person who would like to share some hard work and smart work strategies. Anyone?
I saw Dasha's hand. Yeah.
Dasha, yeah, yes, please. Okay.
I would like to get a better job. So since I live in Denmark, it's harder to get qualified job as an immigrant and immigrant from Eastern Europe. So I think I should work hard on skills for animate. I'm animator, motion designer, and artist, and I think I should work harder on getting those skills better. So now I try to draw and paint at least an hour every day, and I also study online. But I should first I should get the skills better, and after that I should get a portfolio. And with the portfolio, I should look for which companies my skills are needed in Denmark or in other EU countries. But when I look at what I want to do, it's just so many things, and I think I'm just interested in many things. It's hard to choose only one topic. For example, I see like short animation, character design, and so on. Yeah. So sorry.
Yeah, I think sounds good. Your second phase could be, for instance, to make a decision about one specific job and then apply for this one specific job. It's most of the time when we are interested in let's say, position, one role, one type of role, we can find pretty much the same descriptions regardless of the company or even industry. Like, let's say if you are looking for a sales job and you want to be sales professional, and so whether it's let's say new tech industry, finance, or any other industry, you will have probably pretty much similar requirements. In your case, it could be also a similar situation. So that means that basically you save a lot of time. I'm talking now about the phase 2. So that means that you save a lot of times not writing your CV from the very beginning, not making too many changes. You can focus pretty much like if it was literally one job that you are applying, but it happens that this job is like announced or by different companies, something like this. So you can like specialize in this one specific job, and because of that you are better and better prepared for job interviews. You understand better requirements and so on and so on. So that would be the phase 2, but the phase 1 was also good. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much. It was really pleasure to speaking to you and then listening to your great ideas, and I passing the torch to our Toastmaster. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrzej. Who found the workshop useful? There are some hands raised. I will ask you later why. Why I found it useful? Because there is a power in sharing. I cooperate with London Business Center. I might invite Andrzej as a speaker or co-organizer to share his experience. We definitely need a graphic designer. I might approach Dasha. I don't know if something will come out of it, but you never know. So what I see, there is a power in sharing, especially among Toastmasters, and there is also power in speaking. We have now prepared speech. It's a special project. I don't know how special it really is. Could be uncategorized or could be really special, and I believe it will be. Because it's the...
May I butt in? Please, can we stop the share on the screen, please? Stop the share. That's it. Back to you.
Yeah. Now Rick is happy and he will be he gave it away, our next speaker. He is Irish in the UK to help me introduce him. And I don't know how many speeches and projects he has already done, but first I will ask him to introduce himself briefly, just in 2 sentences. He can do that.
It's impossible. Do you have 2 years for me to tell you what I've done in my life? I've done everything. Leave it at that.
Okay, he has done everything in his life. Now I am really scared because I don't know everything includes everything and it's kind of scary. But I hope the speech will be also insightful in some way. Let's see what will happen with 3 little pigs. Let's welcome Irish in the UK, the Cluskey.
How many people here today, hands up, how many people have heard the story of the 3 pigs? Hands up! Everybody! Well, better. How many people have not heard the story of the 3 pigs? A few. This is totally different. This, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster is the real story. And it has a real point to the story, a real moral, a real message, a real punchline. There once was a lady mama pig, and she had 3 little pigs, a little tiny pig, a medium-sized pig, and a huge pig. And she decided to send them out into the world to see could they build 3 houses, because she wanted to live with one of them, the best one. When she retired and got old, the little pig went out and gathered up straw, loads of straw, and built a straw house in the deep woods. There was an evil ogre, A wolf, a horrible wolf. Ah, he was hungry. He thought he could smell pig. In fact, he could smell small, succulent pig that would make a beautiful hamburger. The key is in the name, hamburger. So he went out and he knew he could smell a little pig, and he saw the straw house, and he saw the straw gate, and he opened the straw gate, and he went up the straw path, knocked on the straw door, and said, "Hello, would you have a little cup of water for a little old lady?" The little pig knew. I recognize that voice. Not on the hair of my chinny chin chin. And the wolf threw away the disguise and said, "Ah! I'll huff your house down." And he did. He got some coriander, he got some turmeric, he got some pepper, he got some onions, beautiful spring onions, and made the most succulent, beautiful, gorgeous hamburger. He slept for 3 weeks. He was so full. After 3 weeks, he woke up. "I'm hungry. I'm hungry." I went out. He could smell another pig. He saw a sticky house made of sticks. He went up. He opened the sticky gate. He went up the sticky path. He knocked on the sticky door. And he said, "Would you have a little bite to eat, please, for a little old lady?" The medium-sized pig knew. He knew. He recognized that voice. Ah! Not on the hair of my chinny chin chin. Guess what? And you can all do it with me. He said, "I'll huff and I'll puff. Come on, and I'll blow your house down." And he did. And he had a beautiful, gorgeous, delicious hamburger. This time with smoked paprika. This time with nutmeg. This time with cinnamon. He was so full when he finished his hamburger that he slept for 4 weeks. This time he woke up. "I'm hungry." And he went out, and he knew he could smell the largest pig in the world. And he went, and he saw this enormous brick house. Enormous! He went up to the brick gate. He opened the brick gate. How would he open a brick gate, you ask me? This is a fairy tale. So what? He opened the brick gate. He walked up the brick path. He knocked on the brick door. "Will you have a plate of meat for a little old lady?" Not on the hair of my chinny chin chin. He recognized the voice. "I'll huff and I'll puff. Come on. And I'll blow your house down." So he did. He huffed. And he puffed. And he couldn't blow the house down. He pushed and shoved. He climbed up on the roof. He went up the slippery slope of the roof, the slidey slope of the roof. He looked down the chimney, and there the huge pig had prepared the largest pauldron with everything in, everything in, everything in. The pig was so clever. The wolf was so mesmerized with the view of himself that he fell and slipped and rolled all the way down into the cauldron. The pig left them there for 6 hours and made the most beautiful wolf stew, invited everybody, fed the whole neighborhood. His mother even came, and he was able to give her extra wolf to take home to freeze for the future. The most wonderful wolf meal ever. So, the point of the story, the moral, the message, the punchline, the call to action. Well, I am either a sentimental old fool telling you a sad, soft, sweet tale, or I am a brilliant New Age philosopher imparting astonishing advice and wisdom. And I'll give you 3 points to finish. If you want a peaceful life as a pig, don't annoy a wolf. If you want your house to last, don't build it with straw. If you want a successful life as a pig, don't be a vegetarian. Eat wolves. Toastmaster. Shall I tell another story? Where's the Toastmaster? She's gone to sleep. She's gone to sleep.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now we have time for evaluation. Did everybody fill up the form? Well, maybe not everyone, but who did, I think they will appreciate it. And now I think Sergei is fully ready and prepared with his evaluation. Let's welcome Sergei.
Okay, hello everyone. Fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. It's very
I cannot
difficult
hear
for me
Sergei
evaluate.
loud enough.
You can
I
hear
can
me?
hear you, but like you are a little bit far away.
Can you speak louder?
Exactly.
Okay. Is it
No.
better now? No. I don't know what's the problem. Okay, I try to shout maybe.
Yeah, that's good exercise in voice projection. Let's do that. Welcome, Sergei.
Sergei, if you go to the bottom left where the microphone icon is and click on the upward arrow.
I try to see left and speak right. Okay,
No,
it's very
all you need to
difficult.
do is adjust the settings. It's very simple.
Okay,
honestly.
It's very difficult to evaluate the Cluskey DTM with so special project. You can hear me, yes, now? Yes? It's Roman show me that it's enough. And the easiest way to show what's the best practice in his speech, because really it's very difficult to show what he can do better. It was from the beginning very good preparation, good background, good position in front of camera, deck standing in front of camera, and was very active. A lot of gestures, a lot of movement, and he had contrasting clothes, and we can very good see every his movement. And he had perfect equipment, special mic, special position from camera, maybe special camera, maybe special another equipment. I really don't know what else special he has and used. And he very good communicate with audience. He began with two questions: who heard and who know this fairy tale, or who didn't know. It's a very good practice. And he used a lot of another question during his speech. For example, how wolf can open the gate, and something that involve audience in the movement, in the plot. And he had very good eye contact and plain voice and look just directly in the camera. Sometimes it was a little bit more, because she opened his mouth so wide and just near the camera that we can see all his teeth. It was wonderful practice, and it was a really interesting topic, but not maybe for all of us, because we are adult, we are not children. But then Cluskey promotes that we all should speak like with kids, like with 3-5 years kids. But it's not usually works all the time. Sometimes we should be serious. And as for me, actually, this topic not actual for maybe 50-60% of adult. So then try to be adult with us. We want to be more serious sometimes. It looks like a modern fairy tale and a radio and TV show at the same time. And sometimes I couldn't hear all your voice and notes, because when you were close to the camera, the sound disappeared. Maybe because of your equipment, maybe it's some problem with mic. So I like your structure. It was very good warming up for audience, and very good conclusion when 3 points and you calculated 1, 3, and it's very remarkable. So I want only say that I want to hear from you some serious topic, not fairy tale and show,
Oh my
because you are
goodness, you're
so
so
wise. You are
and you're
so
so
wise,
stupid.
man, and it's interesting to hear something more serious. I wish you more success in every new special project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergey. I think this was a really serious evaluation. Deg, what feedback are you taking from your evaluator? If Deg Cluskey could tell us what we cannot hear you, you are on mute.
Oh, no, okay, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. What was the question? What did I think of the
Yeah,
evaluation?
what are you taking from the feedback? What was useful? What are you going to implement? What not?
Well, this is a message for all Toastmasters, and it bears into the workshop today of trying to make money from being a speaker. There's a great phrase by Darren LaCroix, one of the best comic, funny speakers ever in history. And he said, contrary to what my evaluator said, when should you be humorous? When you want to make money. And you have to understand that I have made money, and a huge amount of money, from show business. And that's not boasting. Muhammad Ali
Okay.
said, it's not boasting when you can back it up. And please, could
Mhm.
somebody mute all the microphones, for goodness sake?
Oh, you are showing us your bank statement next meeting. Get it ready. But other than that, of course, only the part where you make a lot of money.
I didn't finish. But if you want to be successful in speaking, you have to be humorous. So the serious stuff, leave that to the university lecturers. That's what I say. And I've found that right through my whole career in Toastmasters. So that's all I have to say. Very good
Thank
evaluation.
you.
Very good. Very good.
Mhm.
Back to you,
So
Toastmaster.
you didn't pick anything you are taking, but you reverse it, what works for you, which is what we talk about. Take it with a grain of salt. I am also part-time university lecturer, and we have a lot of fun with students. So you can take it any way you like if you can go with it. That's something that I am taking away from it. And let's go for the our impromptu session. I would say we are definitely ready for our impromptu session, table topics. I will ask with Liudmyla. She should be with us.
I'm here.
Thank you, Liudmyla. Can you please introduce table topics, the rules, how will you conduct the session, and the theme?
Of course. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. I'm honored to be here with you. And before I start talking about table topic session, I would love to give my great hug for all of you from Ireland, and a lot of thanks to Angie and Dan, who performed a fantastic, absolutely amazing job today. And then it was real crack, and I enjoyed your story a lot. It was wise and fun. So thanks a lot. You're a real great entertainer and a great example to follow. And we are all here, guys, to learn the art of public speaking. And now we are landing to table topic session. This is a part of the meeting, which is about impromptu speaking. So speaking on your feet. You do not have much time to prepare, just a couple of seconds. And as far as I'm table topic master, let me tell you the rules. First, after I will announce the questions, any one of you can be taken to speak. So you have 2 minutes for impromptu speech. Follow the signals from the timer. After 1 minute, you will still see green sign. After 1.5 minutes, yellow, and after 2 minutes, red, which means that you must stop immediately. Okay? After each impromptu speaker, there would be evaluation part. So the whole evaluation is, 1 minute. After 30 seconds, you will see green card. After 45 seconds, you will see yellow. Yeah. And after 1 minute, you will see red. So 2 minutes for impromptu speech and 1 minute for evaluation. Of course, each impromptu speaker must consider that even though the speech is short, it must have beginning, middle part, and the end when you wrap it up, and leave the audience with a good idea or anything you would love to leave them with. And now about the topic. I think everything, oh yes, and you are strongly, yes, encouraged, thank you very much. This is what I'm talking about, to use the word of the day, beyond. Because those who would be using it the most will have prize at the end as well. And this is also your art of public speaking, okay? to add a new word even into your prepared speech. So the first part was about growing successful business. And my table topic would be about starting successful business. So guys, today we're gonna discuss some important things you need to start your successful business. And I'm not gonna talk with you about boring things like your budget, how much money you're gonna earn. Let's talk about something which is way more important. Let's talk about your values. Let's talk about the mission you will insert into starting your business. Let's talk about the meaning of all of that. So the first question is, imagine that tomorrow you are starting your own business. Think what makes you unique. What are your 3 super skills you can apply to start your own business? So think about your uniqueness and your 3 super skills. I'm waiting for a volunteer to answer the question, please. And if Lisa can, tell me whose hand is risen, because I'm having from my phone, I don't see you guys.
The first hand is from Noble Kirson, yeah, but it's Zhenya. I know that it's Zhenya.
All right.
Noble Scissor son. Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Super
Lisa. Hi.
Yes.
Hello, dear sweet and kind audience of ladies and gentlemen of Toastmasters. So, as I get the right point, the main question that I have, it's what 3 main qualities or skills I would to apply in my identity on the way of success. I'm just trying to transfer the question into my...
To start your own successful business. That's it.
Yes, yeah. So maybe I could share the worldwide qualities which was shared by Sadhguru. It's it's a main leader of thought from Indian nation nowadays. So he produced these 3 main qualities for any great leader that should be applied. One of that is integrity. Then second one, it's discernment or insight. So, and the third one is inspiration. So the where the alignment means that you had a thought, emotion, and action in one line. It's alignment of thought, emotion, and action. Then discernment or insight. It's ability to see clearly without filters of emotions, fears, or beliefs. It's just you get the first main point or reason and you go make the first step. And where the inspiration come in, because you're moving with something above the total general population moving. It could be some small group of people, or it could be organization, or it could be whole nation, or entire race about the planet, and where we could grow up to new kind of conditions through emotional intelligence. Thank you.
Oh, that was amazing. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
brilliant idea from Sadhguru. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
So now we're looking for a brave person to evaluate this brilliant short speech. Please, any volunteers? You've got 1 minute for evaluation, guys. Who would love to participate in evaluation of our noble Caesar son? Oh yeah, son of Caesar. Yeah, I see. Nice, lovely name. So, dear Lisa, are there any volunteers to evaluate?
Unfortunately, no one raised his hand, so you can. You should just.
I can.
I can do
Oh,
that.
can I?
If there is no...
Oh, Anna. Yeah, Anna wanted to do it. Yeah.
Okay, I will do the next one. Lucy, do this one.
Yeah, welcome, please, Anna.
Yes.
No, I will give it to Lucy if I can.
To me? You
Anna,
mean to evaluate
it's
the speech?
evaluation for speaker. It's evaluation for.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, okay, for Noble Caesar son, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Noble
This
Caesar
noble
son,
Caesar needs good evaluation. So we're looking
yeah,
for a
okay, so
volunteer
I
to
will give
evaluate.
him short 1 minute evaluation. I'm doing first time 1 minute evaluation. Noble Caesar son, I love the background. It's moving, it's nature. However, for some people it can be distracting. It depends how you can set it up with your speech. However, it filled with the theme, what you want to do with your business. What I would emphasize to make it stronger, the conclusion and the main message, because you started with the concept, but I would like to hear more message. What will be the organization about, or some slogan that you can come up with? That would be maybe for the next time. Thank you for your speech.
Thank you, dear Anna. If I just could to say this call to action now, I could say it's just lead from within, act with awareness, become unshakable.
Much appreciated. Great. Thanks so much, Noble Caesar son and dear Anna. So the second question. Well, we talked about 3 unique super skills, and now let's move to meaning or values. So, what meaning or values will you bring into your business? Can I ask? Yes. Can I ask Nataly Parubocha to answer this question? Because she's really, really experienced, not just a speaker, but experienced person in her area. Dear Nataly, can I ask you, if you were about to start your own business tomorrow, what meaning or values would you bring into your business?
There was something like fashion started a dozen of years ago, a decade ago, and even a couple of decades ago, and that was social businesses, or businesses that have social value. So helping some charities, or being businesses with social value. And even though it's not always easy to do that, people and owners and runners of those businesses dare to step beyond and do something more, do anything more than they just could do. For instance, making coffee, be a barista, and so on, or making clothes, or selling the oil or gas. And I appreciate such businesses a lot. There's an example in Kyiv. There's a charity shop. There's a chain of 2 charity shops, and 40% of their income they donate to the place where people without homes live, with some disabilities and so on. When I've been to the UK, there are a lot of such charity shops on every corner. And I appreciate that business very much, and I know how hard it is. I can assume how hard it is to run such a business, but I appreciate such a way of doing business a lot. And probably, if I start a business today or tomorrow, I would think on something that is valuable for the society and for people around me.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, guys, now who would love to evaluate Nataly's speech? short impromptu speech, and you have 1 minute for the whole thing.
As I see, David is raised his hand. Yeah, David, you are ready. Great. So David can start.
Okay, David, please.
Thank you very much, Natalie, for that wonderful table topic. I liked the beginning of your response, where you set the scene very much that there were good social values. And you let that point sit for a couple of seconds. And then you went and you explored this topic in the middle of your speech, where you mentioned about the charity shops and how they give money to those that are without homes, to those that are in poverty, people with disabilities, etc. I thought that was explained extremely well. And you left us with a message, which again was done really well, which was to go above and beyond and support these shops and to support our fellow human beings in as much as we can. Thank you very much for such a thoughtful and thorough response. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, David. Thank you very much, Natalie. You know, guys, I never do table topics about anything which I'm not personally interested in. And I'm a happy person to start my own small business in Ireland, 3,000 kilometers from home. And while I was only teaching on how to start your own business a year ago, we were talking a lot about vision of your business and mission, as well as about profit. And for me, it was something new, because I used to have my small business back in Ukraine, and I was more concentrated on making profit than on such things. So the third question is about mission. So you are starting your own business tomorrow. What's the mission behind or beyond your project you're gonna do? Okay, we're talking about mission. And of course, you can add what type of business, service, or whatever you're gonna do.
Lucy, we have volunteer Artemy.
Okay, fantastic,
Hello.
Artemy. So tell
thank
us
you so
about
much.
the mission of your business, please.
Thank you so much for your question. It is a great thing to think about. And well, I'm an IT student, and for me, starting a business is something beyond the horizon for now. But I believe that if you start a business, you need to think about people. And sometimes there are different types of businesses, and sometimes you can make money and do some harm for people. And this is, it can be packed into something that seems to be valuable. Like, for example, we have like Facebook, and Facebooks bring some help to people. But if you dig deeper, you can see that there are different, they're based on some attention economy. Their economy is based on attention, and a lot of people are taking a lot of time that is just spending on Facebook and scrolling, and I can bring different examples of this. But I believe that if I start a business, I will think not only about the money to make, but also about how I will do this. And maybe the goal is to think about people that are going to use this product that I'm going to deliver. So thank you so much.
Oh, Artemy, thanks a lot for reminding me that. Actually, in Ireland, where I've started my business, people are really warm and people concentrated. So that's good thing what I'm doing, and my business is connected with public speaking. I'm teaching Ukrainians public speaking skills here in Ireland in order to help them to integrate into life in Ireland and benefit the country, and of course, achieve their personal goals. So that's it.
Super goal. Fantastic.
Oh, thanks a lot. And now we are looking for evaluator for Artemy's brief, but so I would say inspiring impromptu speech. Who would love to be a volunteer, please? And thanks for using the word of the day, by the way. So who would love to evaluate Artemy's short speech, guys? Lisa, do you see anyone?
I would like to evaluate.
Yeah, Leonie.
Okay, Leonie, welcome. You have 1 minute, please.
I just love Artemy mission of making a business that goes beyond making money. He told us about thinking about people. And what I love about his speech is that at the beginning of his speech, he told us about think about people. And then at the end of his speech, he reiterating his motive again about thinking about people. So in this kind of answer, we could always learn about how to link our message, our core message at the beginning and at the end. So that is a good thing. What Artemy could build upon those great structures that a simple personal story at the body of the speech. Just a little bit of some personal story of what you think about the business, or maybe some experience that you have about why thinking about people really matter. So that is all that I can give to Artemy. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much. You sound like a real professional, well-structured evaluator, Leonie. Thanks a lot for giving great example of evaluation. Much appreciated. So we're leading on my question number 4. You're starting your own business tomorrow. What type of business or service you're thinking about? Are you going to deliver it locally or globally? And who are your ideal customers? So, type of service, area to deliver, and ideal customers. It's more practical question right now. Who would like to volunteer to answer it?
We have.
Sorry for the interruption, but the time is up for the table topics. But if you want, we can postpone it and discuss about it during the.
Let's finish with this question if you want to. It would be good. I mean, it's important. Okay.
Okay. What do you think about it? Wait.
We have volunteer Adrian, so just not. Yeah.
Yes. Let's listen to the last but not the least volunteer, and it would be beneficial for everyone, I think.
As the Simon Sinek says in his book, Start with the Why, you should always answer the question, why should I start the business? And then you need to follow to do a research, what competences and what skills do you have in your life? What can you offer to the customers? What can you offer to the market? If I should start a business tomorrow, it would be for sure business connected with building industry. There is a lack of people that want to build houses, that want to plant trees, that want to do some works in the garden. And there are less and less people that want to carry this work, that want to make this work happen. Everybody wants to do programming nowadays. Everyone wants to be profi in football, and everyone want to be influencer. But no one wants to work with the hands. So I think, and I am more than sure, that there is a lot of money and there is a lot of future in works that need to engage your skills, your hand skills, and there will be a bright future in this field. I would do building industry. I would do anything connected with houses, garden, or cleaning. Thanks.
Oh, lovely answer. Thanks a lot. Who would like to evaluate Adrian's profound, short, impromptu speech? Please the last evaluator in today's table topic session.
Aneta.
Yeah, hello. That's my guy from my club,
hi.
so I will try. Yeah, so
fantastic.
Adrian started with a very good hook, with a quote from Simon Sinek, which is a very good way to start every speech. It doesn't matter if it is a speech or evaluation, so it was a good thing to do. So first of all, he grabbed our attention, which was very good. Then he presented his point of view. He gave us a lot of examples. He gave us a lot of things to explain his point of view. So I could, pay attention to what he was saying, and I understood it very well. So I think it was a very good thing to do, to explain a point of view. The thing I would like to change about this speech is the ending, because Adrian, I think, should summarize everything he said. Yeah, so probably, maybe he lacked some kind of summary, but after all, everything was good. So congratulations, Adrian.
Thank you very much, Aneta. Thank you very much, Adrian. Warm hugs to Sister Poland and participants from Polish Public Speaking Club. You're fantastic, guys. Your English is absolutely European and makes me happy.
Lucy, thank you for your amazing questions, for your concentration on this such point of strategy development view around the world in an eco-friendly way. Thank you. Amazing.
Thank you very much, guys. Really much appreciated. And the topic of today's meeting, it's up to date. We must wrap it up, our table topic session. Thanks all participants and all evaluators. And I wish every one of us who is running his business, who is about to start business tomorrow, to think about values, to think about mission, vision, to keep it in mind first, and your profit will come. It will definitely come as long as you serve people, because people is our main audience. That's true. I'm returning control to main Toastmaster, to Toastmaster of today.
Thank you, Lucy. I was amazed by your enthusiasm and experience, and as well by our speakers. And right now we would like to do some voting. Our Zoom master, Lesia, will allow with this Google form vote for the best table topic speaker. She will send it out, and the best table topic evaluator. We have 1 minute to fill up the form, whoever wants. So let's count by 1 minute by our timer, Roman.
Okay, let's do it.
Because we need to find out who is the best table topic speaker and whose evaluation was the most impactful, useful, or whatever you think it's the best. Roman, is 1 minute over?
Still not. There are 30 seconds. is the time.
Thank you, Roman, for being so exact. We are now going to hear from our technical team. What does it mean? We will hear shortly from Grammarian, Accounter, and Timer, exactly in that order. Let me welcome Nataly with her report.
And I am here. Thank you very much. I would like to thank to everyone who enriched their vocabulary, their own vocabulary with the new word. And that word of the day was beyond. Andrzej used it twice. Then there was Lucy who used it twice. Then there was, let me find, then there was Artemi, Leonie. Thank you very much, guys. If you have used it and I haven't admitted you, sorry, but raise your hand and I will correct it. All right, so please use this word of the day. I hope it will help you. And now about a couple of good examples of using the language. Andrzej, we need to find a new pathway. I love, especially because of the word pathway. It's very close to every Toastmaster, as far as you know. Putting whole heart in it. Work smart. Work smart is my favorite word expression now because it's really helpful. According to the workshop, David used the word pivot, if I'm not mistaken. Then there was a phrase by Andrzej, passing the torch. Liked it very much. Roman used very sophisticated phrase, allocated time, and many other expressions I like. Eugene, oh my God, alignment, identity, apply. You are growing as an English speaker. Well, Eugene, I mean, noble seasoned son. Yeah, I know. Person. Okay, yeah, sorry. Deck, astonishing advisory wisdom. Oh my God, I liked it. Then, by Sergei, remarkable warming up plot. That was great. Thank you very much for using these words. So, some pieces of advice. Some of us who really speak well English, speak good English, have good command of English, sometimes do that Eastern European thing, saying after I will do something, if you will do anything, and so on. If we say if we say when we say after, we don't use will in that part of the sentence. Please remember this, guys. Then sometimes people mixed plural and singular. So saying about there are a lot of goals. So please pay attention to that. Okay, there were a couple of phrases. The same phrase, putting the whole heart into it. If Andrzej would add, if Andrzej added into it, would be great. That would sound great. Then I try to see left. I try to look to the left. I try to look to the right. You can hear me? That was the question. You can hear me, can't you? Or can you hear me? So we changed the word order. We can very good see. We could see very well. And the word actual in this matter, there's the word in Ukrainian, aktualny, but in English it's relevant. Having said all of that, thank you very much. Thanks to everyone who used English the proper way, and thank you for helping me to step beyond together with you. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you for your grammar evaluation. Let's go straight to filler words. Accounter, please welcome Sergii Radchenko.
Yes, thank you, Anna. Hello, dear audience. Sometimes some filler words and crash words beyond to my control. It sometimes it's like a function, I can control it. I can hear the sound and I do it, and I start to our Toastmaster of the day, Anna Yurisova. Anna, you have had sounds 4 times, 5 times, so 4 times, because 3 times, but 4 times, actually 3 times. And our um, technical role taker, Nataly Parubocha as a grammarian, sounds 11 times, so 4 times, because 2 times, and 2 times. Our Roman timekeeper is clear. And our workshop, Andrzej Manka. Andrzej had spent a lot of time, and he spent sounds 80 times, 14 times, because 13 times, actually 21 times, so 12 times, just 3 times, maybe 6 times, but 10 times. You know, you use 4 times. I mean, you use 4 times, basically 3 times, obviously 5 times, and 4 times. And our prepared speech, the Cluskey, prepared speaker, is clear. During workshop, participants during workshop, just a moment, Nataly, you use sounds 6 times and 4 times. Martina, so 3 times, for example, 3 times, and 8 times. Dasha, 8 times, so 2 times, and that's all. Sergei Golovatiuk as the evaluator of the speech of deck. And they 5 times, 4 times, because 5 times, 5 times, but 2 times, so 2 times, and maybe 2 times. And our participant on table topic session, Aneta, so 4 times, 2 times, and that's all. Artemi, 9 times, but 3 times. And Noble, you use so 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, in 2 times. And also you have a long ending of the words or the phrases. Please pay attention of this situation. And Leone, you use so 3 times. And that's all. Thank you, dear fellow Toastmasters. Back to you, Madame Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Sergey. You use also a lot of ends, but nobody counted. Therefore, you are in the safe zone today. But who is not is our winners. I would ask Lesia to announce the winners.
Hello everyone. I already prepared the certificate and I will send it in our chat just immediately. And now I wanted to ask everyone to congratulate our today's winners. So the best table topic speaker today is Adrian Durnia, our guest from Poland. And the best table topics evaluator is Leonie, our guest from Indonesia. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Guests are winning today, but we are not done yet because we need to hear interesting announcement. We need to take photo together. I mean, we don't need to, but we would love to, of course. Who doesn't want to, they can shut down their camera. And closing remarks, all this will be done by our own Sergei Radchenko.
Yes, thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna. But you forgot only one technical expert, our timekeeper. Because
of course. Let's give him some space. Roman, please, let's do some timekeeping.
Okay, thank you, Sergey. Thank you, Anna. I have to close the stopwatch in my browser, and I have to turn on I have to share with you my screen. And let's examine what we've got during this speech. Well, in terms of time management, we did good job, I think. For example, Andrzej, as a workshop session host, today you reached the world record, I think, because it's 38 minutes and 9 seconds, comparing with the 30 minutes allocated for the session. Dak, as prepared speaker, 8 minutes and 54 seconds. Sergei Golovatiuk, as a speech evaluator for Dak, 3 minutes and 58 seconds. You just slightly exceeded the time. Evgeny Akanobul, table topic session, 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Anna Yurisova, 36 seconds. Nataly, 1 minute and 58 seconds. David, as speech evaluator for Nataly, 54 seconds. Artemi, 1 minute and 24 seconds. Good job. Amazing. Leonie, 1 minute and 8 seconds. Adrian, 1 minute and 27 seconds. Aneta, 1 minute and 12 seconds. When it comes to our beautiful technical experts, as a grammarian, Nataly, you reached 4 minutes and 11 minutes. Radchenko as account 2 minutes and 48 seconds. And that concludes my report. Back to you.
Thank you, Roman. Now let's go to Sergei.
Yes, thank you, Anna. Thank you, dear fellow Toastmasters. Thank you, dear participants and guests, members of Dnipro Hills and Best Odesa Speakers Club. Today, we had a very good and very atmospheric meeting, very useful and very successful. And I hope we still continue this tradition to joint meeting with Dnipro Hills for next time. With prepared speeches, with maybe another workshop from another participant, maybe from our club or your club, or something interesting. And I hope you also can join to our personal meeting for the next Sunday. We have a link from Telegram, from Facebook, from WhatsApp. You can show your energy, you can show your power, maybe from some roles from prepared speeches, especially we soon we can hear the first speech from our new speaker, new member of the club, David Cahill from Ireland. It's really interesting. It's really soon, 13th of August, we can hear the David. And I'm glad to see and hear the all around the world speakers from different countries. Our guests from our club, guests from your club, Dnipro Hills, and that's all. Thank you. I'm not close the meeting, but the pass to the floor to Nataly Parubocha. Nataly, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Oh, I'm also about to close the meeting, to adjourn. We are adjourning it together this time. So I would like to thank to everyone who attended this meeting. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that those who experienced this online Toastmasters meeting for the first time, I hope you had something new for yourself and will attend our further meetings as well. Having said all of that, I would like to say that Dnipro Hills are going to have also hybrid meetings. In the nearest future, we are going to have our contests in September, and also we are going to have a Tall Tales contest at Halloween, the Halloween period at the end of October. So if you'd like to join us, so please join. And of course, you can join Best Odesa Speakers Club every Sunday at 1 p.m. Kyiv time and spend time with them. The online meetings are really brilliant. Having said all of that, I call this meeting adjourned, and please switch on your cameras, everyone, for a few seconds to take the final photo.
And we can also use some effects or something like that. So Just smile. Great, and I stop